Very little is known about Gorymy's history until modern times, in part because it was a small settlement away from the more traveled main roads linking Kayseri to Konya and the Mediterranean coast to Aksaray. The village contains several pillared tombs believed to date back to Roman times. Gorymy Open Air Museum, the top attraction of Cappadocia in Turkey's central Anatolian region, is a massive collection of historical monasteries and cave churches displaying fine specimens of ancient Byzantine frescoes. In Byzantine times, what is now Gorymy was actually two separate but adjacent villages. Karama, where the modern open-air museum can be found, and Madiana, Macon, where the modern village is. The first written record of Madiana and Karama appears in the Proceedings of the Council of Chalcedon in 451, which was attended by representatives of both the settlements. A Life of Saint Hieron, the patron saint of Gorymy, written in the 6th century, nevertheless refers to events in the 3rd century and offers the first mention of villagers living in cave houses. Some of the simpler cave churches around the village date from the 6th and 7th centuries, others from the 10th and 11th centuries, which is also when many of the frescoes were painted. The single finest non-religious building in Gorymy was constructed in 1796. It is usually referred to as the Mehmet Pasha Mansion, although the true name of the original owner is unknown. The walls of its men's room and women's room are completely covered with murals, those in the men's room featuring images of Constantinople mosques and landscapes, those in the women's room more domestic. The first Westerner writer to leave an account and drawing of Gorymy was the French archaeologist Charles Texier, who passed through in the 1830s. In a book based on his travels, in 1837, Sir William Hamilton referred to the chapel of St. Hieron and the so-called Roman castle in Gorymy. Within the region, over 600 churches made from soft rock dot the Cappadocia landscape, and there may well be much more undiscovered. But Gorymy Museum brings in visitors from near and far, who are eager to see traces of early Christianity. thousands of years ago, nearby Mount Ursiai's volcano erupted. Ash and lava fell across the landscape and hardened to form tufa rock. Over centuries to come, wind erosion slowly molded fairy chimneys that we see today. However, it didn't take centuries for locals to realize they could carve into rocks, and soon turn them into houses and churches. From then on, Cappadocia offered sanctuary to early Christians, who decorated them with art and symbols. The churches also flourished under the guise of Saint Basil of Caesarea, one of three renowned Cappadocian fathers who advanced early Christian theology. The 4th century sanctuaries include many examples of Byzantine art, but later structures offer richer frescoes and images. Adorning walls and ceilings, they portray biblical scenes, and their primary purpose was to help followers who couldn't read or write. Unfortunately, when the Ottoman rule came to Cappadocia, locals used the caves as pigeon sheds because they were not aware of their historical importance. It took many historians many years to clean and restore the frescoes to return them to their original condition. As a member of the UNESCO World Heritage List since 1984, most date from the 9th to 12th centuries. Cappadocia, a captivating moonscape packed with mystical stories, underground cities, and of lost tribes, is also a hub of early Christianity, hence the importance of Gory Museum. Likewise, the so-called Cappadocian Fathers are widely regarded as advancing Christian theology, and so cementing their places in history.